guys, we're back. Part 2, Lisa and Amy, all about surrogacy, answering your questions.
And we're just going to get started. So my question is, do you ever feel a connection with the baby in you?
Yes, I absolutely do feel a connection, but it's not a mother and child connection. It's more just a connection, again, like my daycare children. I love it. I'll nurture it and grow it for the 9 months and then hand it over. But yeah, I definitely feel a connection. I'll talk to the babies. I was pregnant with the twins and tell them all about their parents and things going on in the during the day and stuff. So yes, cool. There's a connection there, but it's just different than a mom and child connection.
That's cool though. Oh, do surrogates have contact with the baby or family afterwards?
Yes, usually they do. That's something you could talk about during your match meeting, is if you want that contact after birth, after you deliver. And I do have contact with my first set of IPs.
Okay. So many questions. Emotional preparation and how to handle emotions afterwards.
That is tough. I didn't know what to expect after I delivered the twins. Coming home without a baby, I just didn't know what my emotions would be. Conceivabilities is definitely there for you, or they were there for me with the counselors and my case manager. Just helped me through a few things, and my husband. I talked a lot to a lot of people. It was very different, but I knew I did a good thing, a good deed, and I knew those babies were in the best hands possible of their parents. So that helped me through it quite a bit.
She also asked, what did you do about milk coming in?
The first set of intended parents did not want my milk, and so I was going to donate it to the hospital because we are a milk bank at our local hospital, but the La Leche counselor who was staffed at the hospital came in and advised me actually not to pump at all. She said just let it dry up unless you want to keep pumping, and I really didn't, so she said just let it dry up. But a lot of girls do pump for their intended parents, and some even have to ship it out of state. So it's up to, that's another thing you can talk about during your match meeting, is if that's something you're willing to do or not.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Pumping is no joke. Did you find a therapist who has experience in helping surrogates?
Again, with the agency that I'm with, they have staffed counselors and things.
And then what are some legit agencies for pairing people up, or did you do word of mouth?
I Googled local agencies, and I actually went and spoke with one lady that was on her own. She was an agency, but she was just one person running the show, and I was very uncomfortable and very awkward, and I felt like I knew a little bit more than she did, so I didn't feel like that was a good match for me. So I then turned to my second choice, which was Conceivabilities, and that's where I'm at, and I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Nice. And then her last question is, was it hard to find a qualified lawyer?
Again, Conceivabilities.
They do all that.
They have everything there.
That's nice.
They have the best lawyers, the best, they send you to the best clinics, and
so you go there and they basically, you don't have to go on your own and find everything.
No, they do everything for you.
That's nice. Okay. I want to become a surrogate, but I don't know how much to charge someone to be their surrogate.
I don't charge anything. That's through the agency that they set that all up for me.
Okay. So the next question is, how are families matched?
So through the agency, they do a lot of pre-screening, and they ask, through their application, they ask you a lot of questions, your likes and dislikes, and then the same for the intended parents, and they kind of put your likes and dislikes together and kind of go from there.
The next person said, do you have to be a certain age?
I say this a lot. Conceivabilities, they require you to be 21 to 39 and also already have at least one child of your own.
Okay. And then this same person asked, what is surrogacy to you?
For me, it's, giving back, doing something good, and it's completing families, making dreams come true.
That's so nice. Do you intend on staying in contact with this family, the family that you're currently working with?
Yes.
Yes. Were your IPs residing close to you, or do they live far away?
The first set lived in a couple states away, and this second set lives in the same state.
How does that affect your journey?
Well, in terms of just appointments and things, it's nice if they live close, because then they can possibly attend more appointments. The first set of IPs lived, like I said, a couple of states away, and so they weren't able to come do anything, and they actually ended up missing the birth as well. So I think it's better to have them live close to you just because they're there for more.
Here. What medical criteria did you have to meet to be approved as a surrogate?
Let's see. I had to at least have one child on my own, and then they go through all your medical records of your birth and your pregnancy records. They have to be transferred over from your OBGYN to the agency. No STDs. It's a lot. There's a lot you have to go through. It's a whole process.
So that's all the questions we had, guys, from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was helpful to people that are kind of deciding if you want a surrogate or if you're going to be using a surrogate. And yeah, that's why we wanted to do this, because I don't see any videos out there.
There's not enough good information out
there. Right,
there.
exactly. Which is the same thing that happened when I was, when we were going through the egg donor process. Like, there's no videos talking about that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you have any more questions, leave them below the video, and Amy will do another questions and answers. And that's it. So we will see you guys soon.
Thank you.